Oh,
Hi, Kadia. How are you doing? First of all, like, major congrats on this. Major, major, major. I tell you all the time that you're doing some amazing work in this space,
yes,
and I'm happy to see you roll out another game-changing initiative because
another one.
everything is game-changing in us. So let us establish that first.
Thanks, Joel. I'm gonna jump off and allow you to do your hosting duties,
Oh,
sir.
please. Wow, what a great responsibility. And while Kadia leave me here, I want to welcome everybody to the launch of the Digital Jamaica D.A.R.E program. It's quite an interesting initiative because, especially in a time like now where opportunities are so, I don't want to say rare, but we understand the unprecedented times that we're living in. So it's not every day that you have like such a bulk of opportunities that come at you. And my really great friend Kadia Francis, she has been doing such an amazing job in the local digital and marketing space, and she continues to bring these initiatives and opportunities to young folks. And I just think it's so commendable with the degree of work that's been put into this. And I mean, their program is a great way to not only equip young people with the right tools and mentorship, but it's really a great way and avenue to provide some degree of work experience, industry knowledge, and working with experts who really have established, years in the field and are just so ready to share that knowledge. This is quite commendable, as I said before, because we always see conversations taking place online around opportunities that are very limited. Young people want to get a break into different industries, whether that's energy, technology, marketing, sales, or business, or anything along that line. And it's really great that something like this exists now that pretty much does all of that in one. Not only are they exposed to working with some great people, but they're exposed to gaining so much from the program. And that's something that I really hope everybody is ready and waiting to seize. Now, I know we have a few persons on. I don't know, where you're joining us from. You may be joining us from YouTube or LinkedIn or Twitter. Can you just drop some, conversation in the chat section so I know that you're here? I see Kenny Lewis. Good night to you as well, Kenny. Thanks for being here. I see Kadia, Kadia, of course, running things as well. I see the Learn, Grow, Invest Club. Looking forward to hearing about this initiative. And as I said before, I'm Joel. I've been tasked with presenting, this evening to you and kind of just walk through the conversations today. Uh, looking for some more people in the chat section. I see Jalen Well sending me a private message saying thank you, pleasure to be here. But I really think it's supposed to be, over to the over to the comment section. I see Christoph Hilton on as well from joining in from YouTube. I see Chanel Williams live from LinkedIn. Big up yourself. I see Marisol Blake live from YouTube. So yeah, we have people, man. We have people. I know you guys looking out to hear a little bit more. We're only here for an hour, so we really want to ensure that we present all the information, get it moving. Get the sign-ups happening. How you sign up, what the processes are for the sign-ups, because that's also very critical. You want to ensure that you stick to the guidelines and where else to actually learn all of that. So very happy to have everybody here. And we're now going to move into learning a little bit more about the program. So I'm going to invite Kadia to join me back here, just to tell us what the program is about, a little overview about it, the motivation behind it. And Kadia, I know that's a guesser up all the time, forever guessing, Kadia. That's just, when we say good work, I just have to ensure that I do that.
And
So
we
Kadia,
definitely appreciate the support, Joel.
absolutely. Kadia, first things first. I
Yes,
know that the scope of their initiative,
yes,
is really to work collaborative with the private and public sector organizations as well as individuals and other interest-based partners to develop sustainable and rewarding internship, mentorship, and training programs for young Jamaicans.
yes.
When did you dream of this? How where it come from? Where that motivation came from, and why there?
Because I realized that we were doing our young people a disservice when we look at what the future just the future in general is going to be, it's very tech driven, it's super tech driven. I call it hyper digital. And not only is it hyper digital, Joel, it's borderless. There's going to be no there are already, or geographical borders are already vanishing because of technology, because of internet, because of digital spaces. Now we're in a very small labor market. Imagine that labor market now opening up to the world, and anybody in the world can be employed by a Jamaican employer, thereby losing spaces for Jamaicans because we're not qualified to take those spaces. That's something I foresee in the future and I dread. And it's because we're not doing enough, I don't think, right now to prepare our young people for the future world of work. Now, we can talk about entrepreneurship all day, every day. Not everybody's meant to be an entrepreneur, and some of us prefer to go and do a 9 to 5, and it's quite fine. But even if you're going to be an entrepreneur, you're still going to have to possess at least intermediary digital literacy and digital skills to be able to operate in that space. And we just wanted to make sure that our young people know what's happening, they understand what's going on in the world, and that they are prepared for it. So that's where the whole idea for the program come from. Now, it's called D.A.R.E because in Jamaica we love our acronyms, right? And so D.A.R.E stands for Digital Awareness, Readiness, and Engagement, and that's kind of like our process of how we get young people ready for a digital future. So it starts with awareness, then we prepare them, then we engage them in different activities or help them to get placement in jobs or internships, and then we send them out there for them to just be great and awesome. So that's kind of for the steps that we took, and it just so happened that it make a really good name. So it's actually D.A.R.E Jamaica. So it can have several connotations, like D.A.R.E Jamaica, the land that we love. This is what we're
Oh
going to do
yes.
for young people, as well as that's what it stands for. So it kind of played it really well, and I felt really good about that one. I was like,
No, we love it.
this
we love our acronyms. I see a few folks over in the chat as well. I see Jared, big up yourself, Jared. LinkedIn extraordinaire. Jared saying the acronyms are life. I see Chanel saying preach, because what you're saying is really, really good. And Energy Queen and Christoph also are chiming in. So it seems like the name definitely gets a
It
A
got
plus.
a
You
tick.
get a
All right.
you get an A plus for that.
A vibes in him for Jamaicans get involved in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
No man, trust me. No, Aishiba, for those joining in, let's talk a little bit about. I know we mentioned young folks, making use of this opportunity, but let's talk a little bit about the actual target groups that you're using, that you really want to get on board with there. What's the actual target group that we're talking about?
I'm looking down because I'm doing 5 million things one time. I'm multitasking. Okay. So the thing is, what we've also noticed, because I do a lot of research, I do a lot of reading, and I talk to a ton of people on a daily basis. And this is what we realize. The further, or is it farther, you are away from urban centers, is the less access and exposure you have to tech or to digital. And so we realize that our young people in rural areas are at an even bigger disadvantage because of that problem with access. So we call it digital inequity or digital inequality. And so we decided that since the little resources that we're already putting towards, investing in training is concentrated in these urban areas, so Kingston, St. Andrew, right? And we wanted to move out of the urban areas into the areas where nobody's really paying attention to, and that's in our rural areas. So our programs are going to be mostly for rural young people, and we're also looking at other disadvantaged groups within the young demographic. So we're looking at children in correctional facilities, young people in correctional facilities, young people in care homes, young mothers, and what we call unattached youth. So they're not in education, they're not in employment, and they're not in training. So these are the people that our program is primarily going to be responsible for providing them with mentorship, internship, and training opportunities. Now, it doesn't bar anybody else from applying, but especially when it comes to the training, special concentration are going to be within that demographic.
I love that. I love that as well in Acadia, because again, it's you are empowering a sector of our youth population that don't usually get these type of opportunities. And who
Yeah,
knows, there may be the next, huge tech talent or marketing talent right there who just need to partner with somebody like a Ingrid or a Yakini and just learn about what they're doing and just use
exactly.
that as a platform to take the next step. I
Exactly.
think that's amazing.
Did you see
That's an amazing
the
part.
Edie story with this young guy who's in a care facility who taught himself how to code and built a website? Did you see that story? That story
Oh,
came out about a month or two ago, and he literally used his old bang up computer, taught himself from the University of YouTube how to code and built a website that, to be honest, looks better than some of them that are paying for. And I'm saying it is possible for us to
yeah.
do, and if we don't explore the many talents of our young people and then try and connect that back to the world of technology, because whether
Yes.
you like it or not, everything is connecting back to the world of technology, to give them more ways that they can express themselves and that they can be what I call radically economically self-sufficient. That's
Yep.
what we are wanting to do: empower our young people to be radically economically self-sufficient, and all of that means they're going to have to be tech enabled, and that's what this
Yes.
program is going to be doing.
I love it. I love it. Like I'm sold. The moment you mentioned this, you and I had a quick chat yesterday, and I'm like,
Yes,
Kadia, no, 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 no. You're not going to tweet out any D.A.R.E program. You're going to host a live event, and you're going to tell the young people what this is about. Because I just feel, and it boils down as well significantly to, if you see the need in your community to make a change, go ahead and do it. Do not wait on any, sometimes people are like, oh, government and ministry and everybody must wait and do this and whatever. If you see a need in your community, get up and do something about it. You've
exactly.
got,
And it takes one person, and don't
it
believe
takes
that
one.
you as a single person can't do it, because it was me as a single person. And all
Yes.
I did was, and this is the key, and this is a quick tip out there: build connections, build
Oh
relationships,
my God. Yep.
use these digital platforms to reach out to people and build relationships with people. I was able to call Yakini and all of the sponsors. You see them at the bottom of the screen here. All of them, I
Yes.
was able to pick up the phone and call somebody because we were already building relationships with them and say, hey, listen, this is what we're doing. And they said yes instantly, because they too understand the need for what is happening, and they too want to play a role in making sure that our young people are prepared. And I specifically went after young people because you see them big, them adult people, them them
The-
and them need
yes.
and me, them need Jesus. So, but for
Yeah.
the young people, they're still
Yeah.
malleable, and they're
Yeah.
still at a point where they can be trained. Not to
Yes.
say persons or older can't be trained, but I think our resources are best spent on this group of young people, because they're going to be the most affected
And
by
they're
what
going to be,
they're
and
not,
they're the new generation, and
for
another
sure.
point area under the D.A.R.E program, we're looking at mentorship, we're looking at the internship, we're looking at the literacy and skills training, we're looking at job placement, we're looking at program management. Talk to me about the program in its entirety, with all these moving parts.
Oh my God, there's so much going on with the program,
Yes.
guys. So there are several activities that we're going to be launching between now all the way into summer of next year. So this is our first one, the internship program. It's our first capacity building activity, because it's going to be on the job training and placement. And what we're going to do with the internship program is while they're training, while they're doing on the job training, we're also going to be training them separately. So we're going to have conversations about mental health. We're going to have conversations about personal development, and this is in partnership with University Ambassadors of the Caribbean, University Caribbean Ambassadors. They're going to help us facilitate a lot of these fireside chats and workshops with our young people, because we want to empower them in terms of job experience, but we want to empower them personally as well. And it's all a part of the ministry's evolve kind of theme for this year. So it's a full sum empowerment that we're doing, not just academically or technically. And so there's several other activities coming up. The Youth Summit is another activity on the D.A.R.E program. It's also capacity building, because in day two we're going to have a series of workshops that are coming up. And later we're going to be talking about the Youth Summit, so you'll find out more about that. And of course, the internship starts in January of 2022. But after that, we're going to be doing several other programs for high school students. That's where the mentorship side of the program comes in. We're going to be pairing high school students with professionals so they can help them build out what we call a career roadmap, and so match their skills and their interests to actual jobs that are going to be necessary in the future, and make that connection from now so they can start from now working their way towards that. Because we see young people going to universities and getting degrees that they have no use for after they get the degree, or they don't know what to do the degree after they get them. And so we want to help them kind of get their mind right, get their thinking straight about what exactly it is that I want to do for the future, and how am I going to make myself visible and marketable in that space. So it's several you guys are gonna
several moving parts. Yeah.
On Instagram and all the platforms for all the information that we will be putting out. It's going to be a monumental program, but a rewarding one for our young people.
And listen, I tell you, they're already fired up, as you can see in the chat section. Thank you so much, Kadia. I'm going to come back to you in a few just to talk a little bit more about it. Of course, chat section very lit. I see Dwayne Philip saying loving the initiative for the young people, and I see Energy Queen saying talk truth. I see Christoph saying that where were you in my days? You know, it's so important to just bring the initiatives, bring it out, roll it out. Kadia mentioned a very important point in terms of sometimes it just takes one person to move a needle and actually like see some really great benefits further down the line. If you're just joining us on LinkedIn, YouTube, or Twitter, welcome to the launch of the D.A.R.E program, a great initiative under Digital Jamaica, and it promises to be amazing. So we're going to hear from some of our partners now, and this Kadia mentioned the Youth Summit, and we're going to pretty much do a quick Youth Summit overview in terms of our partners being on board, and why they decided to join and what they're looking forward to. So we have partners from the Institute of Law and Economics, the Jamaica Union of Tertiary Students, and of course the National Youth Council. At this point, I want to have a quick chat with Dwayne Goodsma from the Institute of Law and Economics. How are you doing, Dwayne? And we also have Christina Williams.
I'm good.
And we also have Ikulu Pierce up as well from the National Youth Council. He's the first deputy chairman, and Christina is the president of the Jamaica Union of Tertiary Students. Of course, Christina and I go way back from Youth Parliament days, so it's really great to see her here. But let's just chat quickly about it. Dwayne, getting involved with the Youth Summit, coming in from the Institute of Law and Economics. Tell us firstly, why get involved with this initiative and what you're looking forward to the most.
No, well, sure. Thanks, first of all, for having me this evening. And I go way back with Christina as well. Probably further than you, but hey, we get in a fight after this. No, but I tell you, Kadia has such an infectious spirit. Anytime she speaks to you, she just riles you up and get you excited and energized about whatever it is that she's doing. But this time, it wasn't just her presence that caught us. I think the activities and certainly the cause behind this Youth Summit was one that was fitting with us. At the Institute of Law and Economics, we also run what is called a D.A.R.E lab, and we have grants that we give to young persons. Every year we give out about 25 to 30 grants to young persons who are looking to do very innovative and creative things, particularly on the line of technology. And so we give them the grants, and we also try to work with them, pair them up with other activities and so on. So when you look at the schedule of activities that were being planned, these were stuff that our young people could benefit from right away. And not just the young people that we have in our program, but also those who might have an interest, who might have pitched but was not successful, but they can use it to refine their activities. So it was a easy fit for us.
Yep, and that's tremendous. Christina, being a president of the Jamaica Union of Tertiary Students, how excited are they about an initiative like D.A.R.E? What's the word? What's happening? How buzzy? What buzz over there?
Yes, I think the excitement is at the highest right now. I mean, even without, of course, we're advertising the comms team led by Brianna Russell. We got Brianna, is doing an amazing job getting the information out. But even without that, the young people are asking us, how can they get involved? How can they register? I can tell you, you talk about buzzing, it's definitely buzzy out there. And I really want to big up Kadia and her team. I mean, when she initially approached us about it, Kadia can tell you if she's still here. I said to her, listen, I am not joining this thing. I'm not putting my brand on anything if it does not mean a meaningful engagement of young people. And at the end of the day, we want to see some kind of, real impact on the population. So I think this is a process. I look forward to an extensive partnership or a future partnership going forward because this is just the beginning, I think. We want to introduce them to the space. We want to get them excited about it, but we also want to maintain that engagement because we don't just want them to just come to this session and be like, oh, I went to this fabulous future work summit. We want them to actually integrate what they have learned into their daily lives and for us to see innovation levels boost in Jamaica. And the GDP go up and nice, exciting things for Jamaica. We want that to be about sustainable development for young people and by young people.
And that's a very critical point there, Christine. And I know you've done a wealth of work, for student leadership and, advancement of just initiatives and things that really and truly tie back into youth development on a whole. Ikulu, being the first deputy chairman of the National Youth Council, you would have seen or come across several. First of all, I hope I got your name pronunciation correct. Ikula, sorry. Ikula.
Joel, you hearing me?
Yeah, man, I'm hearing you. I paused because I
I
want to
was getting a little anxious because I know for a fact that would have been the case. But the name is Ikula. Hi, Christina.
Ikula.
It's nice to see you again.
Ikula. But Ikula,
Mhm.
for you being a part of the national youth council, you've seen several demands. You've seen what the young people need. You've seen the discussions. You've seen the frustrations. How do you see something like there really being the answer to some of those frustrations that young people would have had?
All right, put it this way. So, the National Youth Council of Jamaica, we are basically the umbrella organization. And literally, we know that the purpose of an umbrella is to shelter persons from the rain. But also, but also, when you are sheltered, we have to ensure that we are honing the skills of the youth who we serve. And initially, when we were approached by Kadia, we had to come on board because we are not only catering to sheltering or the youth populace, but we also want to hone their skills and ensuring that they can be able to effectively discharge their duties. And we realize that the technical village or the economical village that we now exist in, it will require us to reconstruct our perspectives. And this summit, I can tell you, is one that the young people they are looking forward to because they want to be of faith with the contemporary society. They want to ensure that we are being relevant because it can be in this 21st century, that we are going to be left behind because it is very detrimental to our very being. And I'm not going to speak as a guidance counselor now, but I am telling you, the technical or the technological instabilities, it is great. And I heard Kalia mention rural Jamaica. I am from Westmoreland. So you see, anything that comes on to the rural side, I have to be a part of it. And as a result, I have to champion this initiative because it has the potential to revolutionize the youth sector. So we are on board 100%.
I love that, and I'm happy that we have people like Ikula
Exactly.
and Christina leading the charge and the dialogue to do this. And Dwayne, for you and the importance of more entities becoming involved with initiatives such as D.A.R.E. How important is that? Like, why do you think we need more of those partnerships happening and fast as well, especially moving into 2022?
Oh, no, no, no. That's super important. And we always hear the young people are the future, but I think we have to pause and realize that young people are the present. And
Present.
so We have to make sure that we continue to invest in them. Look, I came out of the youth development space, a product of the youth division, being an ambassador and so on. So I know also firsthand some of the activities that young people would want to see. And oftentimes, as Kadia mentioned, we just need a start. We just need persons to go out. But when you go out by yourself, you have to try to find those collaborators, those partners, those people who are willing to support you and fund the activities that you're doing to make it sustainable. Like Christina said, it's all good and well to have a nice fancy start, but then if it's not something that's sustained, then we're kind of shooting ourselves in the foot, because you hype up the young people, you get them all on board, you get them excited, and then you just drop them back. Sometimes we drop them further than where we picked them up from. So I think it's very important that entities, no matter how small it is, it might not be cash, but maybe you can, link the young persons up to some internship. Maybe you can give a cell phone or a tablet, or even as simple as Kadia had a conversation with me about one of those ring lights. Those things make a big difference to persons who are trying out different skill sets and so on. So I think we need to just move away from the notion that a sponsor, a partner have to come with a bag of cash. It could be some other resources that our young people might need. It could be some trainings that you have that's for free to help persons to speak properly, to get over some of the fears that they have, to just be able to look in the camera and talk, sort of thing, because some persons just have that fear. They have a lot to offer, but they have that fear of going in front of the camera. So just some of those things, I think, would be reasons why entities like the Institute, like many of the others that you'll hear throughout the program, and those who will come on just because they heard us talking here, to support young people and to continue to push them so that you have more Christina and more Ikula sort of thing. So I think those are definitely things that we want to see here in Jamaica.
Trust me, I think, yeah, and it goes such a far way, because in crafting the future, by having initiatives like these from as early as now, these are the future marketers, these are the future tech experts, these are the future educators, and it's so important to do that. Christina and Ikula, before you both go, I just want your one word of encouragement to all the persons right now who are thinking of applying, who may be second guessing applying for this internship program. Christina, what is your drip up to them?
My drip up is take a chance on yourself. If whatever that passion you have inside you, and you think that this internship is a channel for you to have this passion fed and for it to blossom into something bigger than yourself, then you definitely should take a chance on yourself. As young people, it's very easy for us to get caught up in thinking about all the obstacles that we face. And even in the context of COVID-19 and online school, and we feel disconnected, disengaged, we feel like we're back against the wall, like right now. And there is, hope is at a limited level. This is a time when we have to take a chance on ourselves, on the talents that we have, on our skill sets. And you see an opportunity like this, bust yourself. We always want somebody bust us. The platform is now here. Bust yourself, take a chance, and you never know. You may get the internship, you may get an opportunity of a lifetime, and your life may just take off right from that opportunity.
All me get drip up and me not apply. Ikula, what's your thoughts? What's your drip up to all those right now on the live who need to seize this opportunity and maybe second guessing that?
I think Ikula is frozen.
Yeah, I think we lost Ikula. Ikula, you back now? Back with us, Ikula? All right, I think Ikula may be having some challenges there. While we get settled on that, Dwayne and Christina, thank you both so much for hopping in and chatting and sharing. Christina, I think that drip up was definitely well needed. Me get drip up to a minute even apply for the program, but thank you so much for partnering, and I'm sure we're looking out for more for the Youth Summit as a part of the overall D.A.R.E program under Digital Jamaica. Thank you both so much, and continue to for leading the chart, leading the conversation, and getting young people energized and energetic about things that truly matter. So definitely, happy that you're able to join in on that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks so much. And thanks for the path that you are also blazing as it relates to just inclusion of young people and big role model for young persons as well.
Wow, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Appreciate
Yeah,
that.
man. Cool. No
Um,
problem.
as you can see, everybody, we have the applications now open for the D.A.R.E Jamaica Internship Program. 15 plus paid placement opportunities for young Jamaicans ages 18 to 25. Visit to the link there right there. So bit.ly/dear interns. Once more, applications are open for the D.A.R.E Jamaica Internship Program. So you need to head over to bit.ly slash it soon come up again because I want to ensure that I'm not telling you any wrong link. They're interns, and we're looking for folks between the ages of 18 to 25 years. And as I said before, this is just a tremendous opportunity for you to seize. You heard it from Christina, I heard it from iCool, I heard it from our colleague there as well. Dwayne, about the how important and critical something like this is for the community, and most importantly, why you need to seize it right now. You never know what can happen further down the line. So, super important for you to do that. Now, we're going to hear from some of our partners, the internship partner organizations, and I'm going to bring up Yakini Wallen Bryan from Pre-Labs. We have Victor Clementson from Cut the Line. We have Ingrid Riley from Silicon Caribbean, and we have Almanda Cox from Resolve IT. Now, again, a tremendous opportunity being presented to, so many young folks. And if it really wasn't for our, partners who really want to help in molding the new generation, then of course, we wouldn't have the D.A.R.E program. So first of all, partners, thank you so much for expressing interest to support the new generation, to really get them, equipped with what's next. And, sharing your expertise, because I'm sure that will also be a significant part of the journey. Yakini, pre-labs, we see you in this space making some really amazing moves. Talk to us about pre-labs and the internship program. Like, what exactly you're putting them to do? What are you looking for? So that whenever they're applying, they can know exactly, what I need to go to pre-labs. Talk to us.
All right, sure. First, thanks for having me. Glad to be a part of this. So at Pre-Labs, we focus mainly on IoT, Internet of Things. A lot of the things that we build revolve around remote monitoring, automation, and control, and it's hardware as well as software as a result of that. So we we're constantly, I'm proud to say we're constantly creating new way of doing things. And as a result of that, we need as many hands on deck sometimes to give us support in the fields of circuit board design, firmware programming. So not just necessarily software in terms of web and app. We do need that as well, but also on the microcontroller or the microprocessor level, some programming there so that we can actually get the right type of information to the internet. So that's where our focus primarily is: electronics, firmware, and app and web development. That's what we're looking for right now.
Awesome. So there's quite a market out there as well. So, young people, this is the future. We're talking tech, we're talking science, talking energy, we're talking so many different things. Victor, we say cut the line, about, and this is also another great opportunity for the interns to seize this, be a part of our brand that's really, growing right now, especially with the demands there. Talk to us, what are you looking forward to with onboarding the interns? What are some of the areas of the business you're most excited about teaching them and getting the things moving?
All right, then. Good night, everyone. Good night, guys. Thank you, Joel. All right, and so interns will mainly be focused on areas as human resource. They'll get to test their skills and sharpen their skills in areas like sales, making cold calls to restaurants, looking to upsell our corporate clients, um, help assisting with the managing of our brand as well, and face to face with some of our customers going into the restaurants, learning negotiations as well. We have to negotiate some of our contracts. So um interns will definitely get to sharpen their skills and develop skills, especially like sales. If you're a young professional coming up, that's serious area you want to focus on prepping up your sales going into the professional world. So those are the areas that we're looking forward to working with the interns.
That's good because it's such a cross section, especially with sales and marketing. And I heard you mentioned, some elements there in terms of having him work with the brand as well. So, I'm already seeing a fusion of customer experience. I'm seeing a fusion of
Yes.
marketing, sales, finance. With that
Yeah.
negotiation aspect of it and numbers and stuff. So,
Mm-hmm.
quite a complete one as well. And especially as I said before, for a brand that's really in the phase now of really looking at more growth. So that's
Yeah.
really commendable there, Victor.
Thank you.
Um, let me bring in Armando for a second as well. I see Armando smiling because Armando is like, yeah, man, we're finally getting some interns to come learn some things. Some happening around the place. Similar question to you as well, Armando. What are you looking forward to teach the interns, and what do you think will be some great takeaway from them?
Yeah, good evening. I'm excited. I'm excited for this opportunity for the young people. So we are Resolve IT, we're a full service IT company. We generally provide the tools to help to improve business performance. We also operate a service center where we do like the repairs of mobile devices, tablets, PC, Macs, and so forth. So we have made space to help the youth with their development in web development and in our service center to do with electronics, the mobile device repairs. Um, we also wanting support to do with help desk. But in addition to the interns, we do have openings. We have about 4 job openings right now. So an intern can be converted into one of those opportunities. So we have
Wow.
openings for service desk. We have opening for IT support. We have opening for an associate sales. Um, yeah, and a break fix technician.
So we're already seeing upskilling opportunities there, and we're not even start internship yet, and that's great for organizations. For all those listening and want to seize the opportunity, that's tremendous. That's safe because what that does is once you go in and you're able to really showcase your talents and skill sets, it's an automatic next for you. That's really great to hear, Armando. And likewise, Victor Yakini, Ingrid. You've been leading this space in tech, marketing, digital, and we don't know
Dragon.
who ever get to work with you, but they need to ensure that they seize these opportunities right now. Talk to it, Ingrid. You have built an empire, and you're now looking to diversify more. I see you having conversations around NFTs. What exactly are you going to teach these young people, Ingrid? Because it's so much to choose from.
Well, pretty much what it is that having been in the Caribbean tech industry for around 15 years, kickstarted the tech startup scene here in Jamaica in 2007. And we've been working across around 10 Caribbean countries, including the diaspora. In essence, Silicon Carib is the Caribbean's leading technology, media, and events brand. We've had over 300 events across the region and the diaspora. And now we're basically taking things up a notch. We have a very aggressive tech event calendar for the next year because we're in this beautiful phase of digital acceleration and digital opportunities. And that really is the core of what we focus on at Silicon Carib. We're about amplifying the people and the ideas and the businesses that have been doing some really interesting things with technology. And we also here to educate and inspire the next generation of tech entrepreneurs and innovators. So for us, we're looking for people who are interested in developing media products, from your podcast to your videos, to of course helping us in terms of or events as well, because even just between now and December 9th we're involved in 4 tech events, and we end the year actually this year with our own event, the Future of Caribbean Money, on December 8th and 9th. And so anybody who wants to learn how about media and want to be they're interested in like research and writing and podcasting and video and audio, they will learn a lot from being involved with us here at Silicon Carib. So I'm happy to be aligned with this initiative. It is definitely aligned with what we've been about for the past 15 years. When Kadia calls me, I usually tell her yes, mostly, even though sometimes you have to chase me and cuss me to catch me. But but she knows it's usually a yes, but let me talk to you tomorrow. So I'm happy to be aligned with what this initiative is. I'm happy to hold the hand of whoever it chooses to work with us and to impart with them a lot of knowledge in terms of how we do and what we do, and maybe they'll find some sort of a career in this in what it is that we do. So I'm really kind of looking forward to continue to work with young people anyway. Love it.
Love it. Love it, Ingrid. Love it. Love it. Love it. Before I head back over to Yakini for his final words in terms of what exactly applicants may need. What's that key thing applicants need to ensure that they include in their application process? And I'm going to ask that question to everybody as well. What is that key thing that they need? If you have any questions for us, just drop them in the chat at this moment. Myself and Kadia will circle back on those before we close off. But yeah, if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat right now. If you're feeling excited and pumped up and ready for the D.A.R.E internship program, let us know as well, but more so the questions. So Yakini, talk to me. What is that key ingredient any applicant that wants to work at pre-lab need to ensure that they include in their application?
Really tell us about yourself. And when I say tell us about yourself, I don't just necessarily mean team player, or hard worker, but what motivates you. What have you done? What have you worked on? What are you passionate about? Because that helps us as a team figure out what best synergies we have together. And it's key to be able to understand what you actually enjoy doing, because if there's one thing I've learned is if you don't enjoy doing something, no matter how much time you're spending on it, no matter how far you think it's getting you, you're not going to want to do it, and it's not helping anybody as a result of that. We want to ensure that what we're doing here is what you're passionate about. So even if you like programming and but you don't like building apps, you like building websites, let us know about you. Let us know what you're passionate about. Let us know what your long-term goals are, so that every step of the way when working with you, we ensure that we're on the same page at all times. And share a lot about yourself. Share media about what you've worked on, about what it is that you enjoy doing, so that we can get a good picture, not just about what your grades are, but your capacity to try new things, your capacity to learn, your willingness to do more. I would say that's, if you can communicate that effectively, then that's really what we're really trying to look for.
Love that, Yakini. And of course, for the application process, it's going to be a pitch video, as Yakini mentioned, telling the prospects about yourself, why you should be selected, and we're also looking at your resume being a part of that as well. Armando, I know you have several resumes that come across your desk every day. What should these applicants ensure that they make key if they want to work at Resolve IT?
I like alignment. I want to know the 3 P's. Your passion, your purpose, the principles that you stand on. If those are lined up with mine and the organization, then we are in a position to have a conversation. So I like the alignment. I mean, be yourself. Don't try to pretend. It's going to show.
Very, very, very good. And I love the fact that you mentioned don't pretend, because nobody go say you have how to do. Where's some of the software them name, Armando? Java.
No Microsoft, no Microsoft 365, Azure can do all of these kind of things. And when you test them and say, okay, let's see if you really can do it, then
yes,
you understand?
yes.
So just be yourself, and you may not have the experience now. So let's be clear on this. You may not have the experience, and that's okay, right? We know that. But once you are clear and we are aligned and you're being yourself and you're able to articulate what it is that you want, What's your vision? What your next 5 years going to look like? How are you going to get there? We are connecting, and then
Yeah.
we can buy into that vision and say, let us assist you in
Yeah.
getting to that vision.
Yeah, and I just
Absolutely.
want to
Yeah.
co-sign that real quick. Definitely, if you don't have the experience, don't
Yeah.
say that you do, but say what you want to do, and
Absolutely.
once you're willing to
Absolutely.
learn, we'll work with
Yep.
you.
And
Absolutely.
I want to loop in both Ingrid and Victor as well. Victor, for you, again, similar question, with what's happening at cut the line and how fast paced, what the applicants need to ensure that they do to separate themselves from others who, you want to ensure that you get it. What is that one thing that they need to ensure that they have in their application? You're on mute, Victor.
Okay, so that one thing for us is really commitment. So one the applicants really describe to us, show to us where they have worked on projects before, um, even if they have never worked before, but show where you have been active in a project at school, at church. We really want to see activity of you being committed to a particular dream and idea, that really brings a team together and a family together. So at Cut the Line really look for commitment when we're hiring.
Cool.
Excellent point here, Victor. And Ingrid, similar to you, same question. You know how the creativity stay with the application. Everybody application look the
Yeah.
same. How it talk to them
Don't
about that first.
lie. Don't lie. Don't lie. What I look for is curiosity, initiative, a spirit of experimentation, and yeah, just simply being yourself. Of course, I'm looking for people who can write well, speak well, love to research and spend time online, and just But for me, curiosity, um, taking the initiative, and and have that spirit of experimentation, because this is the whole realm of digital where you can get to experiment and try and fail. We're very safe learning kind of experiment, and so that's kind of what I look for. It's people who just simply can are okay to communicate, and okay to just simply say, boy, Ingrid, that kind of sound wrong or is wrong, but you better can back it up, right? Kind of a thing. So so yeah, for me it's curiosity, initiative, and a spirit of experimentation.
Yes, and I think Yakini, Armando, and Victor will also agree to that aspect of it. Thank you so much, Ingrid, Victor, Armando, and Yakini for hopping on and sharing a little bit more about the organizations and what you're looking forward to. I'm sure the applicants who are tuned in right now or who will hear this information will take that into consideration and make the best of the application process. You hear it, be honest, be curious, be creative, be ready, be committed, and there's just a wealth of knowledge that the mentors here will be able to share with you once you express that interest. Thank you so much again, team, for hopping on.
Nice to
Thank you
see you
so much
guys.
for joining the program and giving back to society in such a tremendous way.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, take care.
Yeah, man. Awesome. I see some of the questions coming in. That's great. Keep the questions coming, and then Katie and myself will loop in a little bit later to just answer those before we go off. We have Tamika, who is joining us from UCA, and she's also going to talk about the involvement with the Youth Summit and the other programs. Hey, Tamika, how you doing? I see you in your branded merch. I think you're on mute. You may need to go off mute so I can hear you and everybody else.
Nice. Hi guys. Hi Joel.
Hey Tamika, how are you doing? How are things?
Great. Thank you. How are you?
Awesome. I'm good. I'm actually pumped and ready. I feel like I want to apply for the internship because these amazing speakers coming and sharing the great effort. But I know for sure as well, UCA being one of those hub for a lot of young talents. When it comes down to the youth summit and other programs and initiatives, how excited are they about it? What are they looking forward to? What is UCA looking forward to? The amplification of the messaging. Talk to us about that quickly.
Okay, so UCA, already is a youth marketing agency, and we have job opportunities all over the world. We're international. We've had ambassadors in China, Miami, well, all over America, Trinidad, and Jamaica, of course. So we're really excited to have their Jamaican internships come on board. We're really excited to work with them. We have opportunities in all different industries, not only tech. We've had many ambassadors come on board and dabbled in a different industry, and it's like, no, but I really like this. I don't want to study this anymore, and
Yeah.
change their whole degree. So we're really excited to have more people on board and to spread UCA.
Lovely. And similar question to that to what I had asked Christina and Ikula earlier as well. What is your word, your solid word of advice for those who may be second guessing if they really should apply for the D.A.R.E internship program and finding excuse to not to? What exactly is your word of encouragement to them?
You have nothing to lose. I mean, right now, when we think there is no opportunities, here is an opportunity knocking at your door. This is a chance to have yourself get in, right? So kick your foot in, and let us know who you are. Just be yourself, be very energetic. Let us want to work with you. So I'm very excited to see all of those applications.
Lovely. And talk to us quickly again about the UCA participation in the Youth Summit. What does that participation look like? What exactly will you guys be doing? And that the folks can look forward to.
Okay, so you say we'll be giving away a resume revamp, a LinkedIn revamp. We'll be taking on some interns. We'll be doing some fireside talks. You were a member one time, so we'll continue that with Dear Jamaica. We're very excited to restart that because we paused due to COVID, so we're ready to have everything pumped up again.
And I think that's the most exciting thing about these initiatives as well. Like COVID really killed with joy over the past couple of months, not even month, year and odd. We really
Yeah,
need to
years.
get back on it. I miss my the little events, the man thing. Hopefully we can get back physical further down the line. But I just think we just have to get the ball rolling, still providing the opportunities and still getting the young people pumped up and ready. Thank you so much, Tamika, for hopping and chatting with us here at the D.A.R.E internship program launch. Looking forward to more work from UCA and keep inspiring and changing the dialogue and starting the conversation around young people getting involved with different initiatives. So big up yourself, Tamika, and
Thank
your team at
you.
UCA. All right. I'm going to invite the lady of the hour to join me back, Kadia, as we answer a few questions. Thank you so much to all the persons who hopped on earlier, to speak and also give insights. I think we have quite a bit of knowledge and information now,
Sure.
and they need to go and apply. I see a few questions. One of the questions that came in, Kadia, was outside of additional skills, will there be certifications involved?
Not at this point, but we are working behind the scenes to get our training programs. Because remember, we said it was like a three-pronged approach. It was mentorship, internship, and training. So for the training programs, we're working behind the scenes to get some of those programs certified. But for now, they won't be certified. We're only just rolling out the internship program right now, where it's mostly on-the-job training as well as training with their Jamaica in terms of personal development and mental health and wellness.
Okay, solid. Great opportunity nonetheless. I see a question that came in from Tia Shante. She was asking, I'm not sure if she was asking for the Revolve IT internship, if she needs to have an IT or tech background to apply. Not sure if that was specific to Revolve IT.
Well, we have we have. I'm trying to calculate in my head how many opportunities we actually have because we started out with 15, and I think we're now at about 25 opportunities, and they're right across the board. So a lot of them, yes, are very much tech based, but lot of them aren't. So we are in need of, like for instance, Ingrid need writers and content developers. We're also looking for content marketers, social media managers, digital marketers, customer service persons. We're looking for a variety of different people, and you will see the list that we're looking for in the application form itself, and the application form is going to keep updating. So you need to be following Jamaica over on our Twitter or Instagram page, because as soon as an organization come on board and tell us the opportunities that they have, we'll be putting it out there. So today, after we launched, Blink Sky got in touch with us and was like, hey, actually we need interns as well. And so we've added 2 more opportunities to it, and that's in customer service and social media. So there's a lot going on, guys. Stay tuned to our platforms and you'll see all the updates about the different jobs. But she said in general, there was another.
Yeah, man, it was in general. Yeah, there was one from Leanne. Yes.
How long is this internship? Okay, so this is the most exciting part. This is the most exciting part. So internships are 3 months and 6 months, guys. They're long-term, well, medium-term internships, guys. And that I'm most proud of that part because, and I think it was Christina who said it, we want it to be a sustainable thing. We didn't want to just go, hey, we're just doing some interns, come and do some things. No, it's a proper immersive experience. You're going to be there for a while. You'll probably become part of the family, and wink, wink, you might get a permanent placement if you act right. Yeah. So there are opportunities there. And as you heard some of our internship partners say, they're actually looking for people, but they wanted to come through this internship program because they wanted to help train some persons as well. But guys, there are opportunities for permanent placements within some of these IPOs, as well as another thing D.A.R.E Jamaica will be doing, Joel, is training while they go along. And then we are going to be marketing you to other businesses. Say, hey, full person over here in brain LT, in mental LT, in train, in no thing, give a little work, right? So we're going to be doing that behind the scenes as well. So everything we can possibly do to help you get prepared and, as we said, Joel, marketable.
Yes, because that is the
important.
order of the day. I see a final question that we're going to take from an anonymous LinkedIn user. They're asking, can this internship be done online? I have school throughout the day, but I would love to be a part of this.
Some of the opportunities are going to be remote and some of the opportunities are going to be on site. So what will happen is when you apply, after we go through and you're shortlisted, you'll get a lot more information about exactly what opportunities are on site and what opportunities are remote. Unfortunately, that's not something I can really get into right now as to what is going to be where. And some of them are going to be hybrid, where you work sometimes remote and you work sometimes on site.
Okay, lovely. And then we'll take one final question before you remind everybody, Kadia, where to sign up. This one is coming from Joe81. Will there be an opportunity to try different jobs for people who aren't 100% sure what their strong suit, where their strong suit lie?
No, we're looking for serious people. Only if you know what you want. I'm sorry, unfortunately, no. Because 1, we don't have a lot of time. 2, we're dealing with businesses who are putting a lot of things on hold so they can participate in this program, because these businesses are actually looking to hire and they're putting that process on hold for us so they can get these young people in to train them. So there's no time for you to be shopping around to see what you're interested or not. If at this point between the ages of 18 and 25, you don't know what your interests are, you may need to join our mentorship program or one of our other programs. But for the interns, we're looking for serious people only. And before we go, Joel, just want to quickly talk about what the application process is.
Yes.
Because it is important, guys. It's not just as simple as sending in a resume or portfolio that's boring, and anybody got time to sit down and read that many documents, and to be honest, someone who cannot write. So we've made it easier for some of you. And it's true, when we were doing our internship program the other day, Joel, it blew my mind. But so we said, okay, writing is not everybody's strong suit, fine. Send in a video, 1 to 2 minutes, just telling us a little about yourself, the important things that you definitely want us to know about you, and why you should be selected for the program. You can imagine that we're going to be having a lot of applications, so you want to make sure that you're standout. So be as creative as you want to be as energetic and colorful as you want to be, as long as we know a lot more about you. Yakimi said it. He wants to know what are your interests. He wants to see your personality and what you're like, and all our internship partners are looking for that personality and presence and how you articulate yourself, and all that are some of the criteria that we are looking for. So get to making your videos, and submit them until December 6th to send in your applications. And we shortlist soon hereafter because you start in January.
Okay.
January, bright and early.
I see Makilia Matbin was asking what is expected in the pitch video, but I think you just captured that very
Yeah, just
well
capture that.
a
So
while
what
ago, Kadia.
tell us about yourself. Tell us why you should be chosen. But we're really looking for personality. We're looking for how you present yourself, how you talk about yourself. All that we're looking for. We want to see you come out because what we're trying to do is match the best person to the opportunity, so everybody's happy at the end of the day. And there's a
Love it.
prize for the intern who gets the
Ooh.
best performance review. Yes, there is a huge US dollar prize. I will not want to tell you how much yet. There's a huge US dollar prize, and
Ooh.
it is over $1,000
Ooh.
for the intern who performs, who gets the best
best.
performance review at the end of the program, right? So from start to finish, if you're our best performer, there's a prize waiting for you, and we're still working on the details of that. So again, make sure you're following at D.A.R.E on Twitter
Yes.
and Instagram and Digital Jamaica for all the information that is to come and about our other fight. We have some serious people lined up for fireside chat as well. That is excellent. But coming up, guys, is the Youth Summit on November 18th and 19th. If you haven't already, go and register. And I'm happy to announce that the Honorable Minister of State, Robert Nestor Morgan, MP, will be opening the ceremony on November 18th. So big excitement. We're happy about that.
Oh God, yeah, man, that sounds amazing.
Yes, hear from
And
our
remind
panelists
them.
and join our workshops on day 2.
Excellent, Kadia.
Yes.
With that said, we're on time for our to close off our internship launch. This was just so action packed and filled with a lot of knowledge. I'm so happy to see how excited the partners are, how excited the companies are, the brands are. I know they put a lot of work into this, Kadia, so I'm very happy that it's coming to fruition.
Yes.
And I'm excited to support and be a part of it. In fact, I'm gonna post the Instagram right now to my followers.
You're
So
always
then if you go
supported.
apply.
You're always supported, and I cannot tell you how much I appreciate.
You know how we do.
You're
You know how
always
we do.
supported. Guys, it was Joel, because I was talking to him. I was like, "Oh, hey, Joel, I have this internship thing coming up," and he's like, "So what's the razzle-dazzle? What's the excitement?" I was like, "What is it? No, I'm just so excited." And yeah, that's how we put this live together. So Joel, I appreciate you, and I appreciate you're always supporting.
And I want people to
everybody
know
out there who shared this, who sent it out. We
Yes.
appreciate your support. Please continue to share. Tell a loved one, tell a friend, tell your neighbor, tell everybody to join the summit and apply for the internship program.
Yes. And on that note, have a great rest of night, everybody. Thank you so much again, Kadia, for giving me such honor to launch such an amazing initiative. And I'm looking forward to the young people seizing this. Thank you so much to all the speakers again. And Kadia, keep doing amazing work. I'm excited about what Digital Jamaica continues to do. And, I'm here to support 110%. So have a great rest of night, everybody. Remember, follow Digital.Jamaica right now across socials, D.A.R.E. And find out more. Start registering. Look at the links in the bio. See what the program is about. Sign up for the Youth Summit because that's also going to be very good. And trust me, and let's take it from there. So have a great one, everybody. Take care.